Ladies and gentlemen, football fans around the world, buckle up because we've got some absolutely seismic news out of the NFL today, something that is going to shake the very core of the league as we know it. This isn't just your average offseason trade, not a draft day surprise, and definitely not a rumor. This is official, confirmed, and frankly, jaw-dropping. T.J. Watt, yes, the heart and soul of the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, the 2021 NFL Defensive Player of the Year, the relentless quarterback hunter, the leader, the monster on the edge is officially heading to the Dallas Cowboys in a blockbuster trade that has just set the entire sports world ablaze. The Cowboys aren't just picking up Watt, they're locking him down with a record-breaking $180 million contract extension. That's right, $180 million for a defensive player. We are witnessing history, folks, and you heard it here first. Now let me just say this up front, this isn't one of those quiet, under-the-radar transactions. No, this is a full-blown franchise-altering, identity-shifting, headline-dominating move that puts the NFL on notice. Dallas has declared war on the rest of the NFC. Jerry Jones has opened the vault, thrown the playbook out the window, and gone all in on winning now. And honestly, who can blame him? The window is closing, the NFC is wide open, and with a player like Watt on your roster, suddenly everything looks possible. But let's take a step back for a second and really unpack just how monumental this is, not just for Dallas and Pittsburgh, but for the entire landscape of professional football. For years now, the Dallas Cowboys have been labeled as a team full of potential, full of talent, but always falling short. They've had explosive offenses, big names, star quarterbacks, a strong O-line, but the defense, particularly the pass rush, has always felt like a step behind. Even with Micah Parsons emerging as a generational talent, the need for another elite edge rusher has been glaring. Teams were double-teaming Parsons, running away from his side, and Dallas didn't have that second threat to make offenses pay. But now, with T.J. Watt coming to town, that changes instantly. You can't double both of them. You can't shift the pocket against both of them. And you sure as hell can't sleep easy if you're a quarterback in the NFC East. This is a nightmare scenario for opposing offenses. And make no mistake, T.J. Watt isn't just another pass rusher. He's a game wrecker, a tone setter, a one-man wrecking crew. With 87.5 career sacks in just 7 seasons, multiple All-Pro selections, and one of the highest motor-to-talent ratios we've ever seen, he's the kind of player that doesn't just get sacks, he changes outcomes. Strip sacks, pick sixes, tackles for loss, clutch stops on third down, he does it all. He's relentless, disciplined, and downright terrifying on the edge. And now, he's wearing the star on his helmet. Picture it, Parsons and Watt on opposite ends. That's the kind of combo that you build dynasties on. Offensive lines are going to need double the preparation, and still, it won't be enough. This is a Madden Ultimate Team fantasy coming to life in real time. Now, as much as this is a dream come true for Cowboys fans, for Steelers Nation, this is a heartbreak that's going to sting for a long, long time. Watt wasn't just a great player, he was their guy. Drafted in 2017, he was raised in the Steelers system, matured under the guidance of Mike Tomlin, and gave his blood, sweat, and tears to the franchise. He was their torchbearer post-Palomalu, post-Harrison, the next in line of legendary Pittsburgh defenders. He embraced the culture, embodied the toughness, and carried the city on his back. So for Pittsburgh to let him go? It had to be a gut-wrenching decision, but ultimately, it speaks to where the franchise sees itself right now. Maybe they're rebuilding, maybe they're reloading. Maybe they saw an opportunity to cash in on an aging star while his value was still sky high. Whatever the case may be, it's a clear sign that the Steelers are entering a new chapter, one that will begin without their most dominant player. Reports suggest that the Steelers are receiving a massive haul in return, likely multiple first-round picks, maybe a high-potential young defensive player, and possibly cap relief as well. But no matter how you slice it, trades like this come with enormous risk. The Steelers are essentially betting on their ability to draft and develop the next Watt. That's not an easy bet. Finding a player with that kind of impact is rare, maybe once every decade. But if there's a team known for its defensive scouting and development, it's Pittsburgh. They've done it before, and fans will hope they can do it again. Still, it's a bitter pill to swallow. And what about the league? Let me tell you, the NFL landscape just shifted. You don't add a player like TJ Watt to an already playoff caliber team without causing a ripple effect. The NFC East now has a new alpha. The Eagles, Giants, and Commanders are officially on notice. The 49ers, who many see as the favorites in the NFC, are now staring down a Dallas team that suddenly has a defense that could stand toe-to-toe with theirs. And in a league that's become more offensive-minded year after year, the Cowboys are making a statement: defense still wins championships. Of course, there are skeptics. There always are. Some critics are saying the $180 million price tag is too steep. That it's dangerous to invest that much in a defensive player who's approaching 30, who's had a few minor injuries, who plays with a level of intensity that can be hard to maintain long-term. Those concerns are valid, but this isn't about safe moves. This is about swinging for the fences. This is about seizing the moment. Because if Watt plays like Watt for even just 3-4 more years, this deal pays off tenfold. Super Bowl windows don't stay open forever, and Dallas knows that better than most. Fan reactions have been explosive. Social media is going absolutely crazy right now. Cowboys fans are celebrating in the streets, jersey sales are already spiking, and Watt's name is trending globally. Meanwhile, Steelers fans are in mourning, venting their frustration and confusion, trying to come to terms with a future without their defensive captain. It's emotional, it's raw, it's real, and it's what makes the NFL so compelling. Every move matters. Every deal changes lives. This one will define legacies. And can we just take a second to appreciate the drama of it all? Watt in a Cowboys uniform. Can you imagine the first home game at AT&T Stadium? The place is going to erupt. That introduction, that first sack, that moment when he lines up next to Micah Parsons and the crowd realizes what's happening, that's going to be electric. That's going to be historic. That's going to be one of those moments we talk about for years to come. It's theater. It's war. It's NFL football at its absolute finest. So where does this leave us? Well, for the Cowboys, the mission is clear: win now. Nothing less than a deep playoff run, maybe even a Super Bowl appearance, will be enough to justify this move. The pressure is on, expectations are sky high, and the spotlight is going to be blinding. But that's exactly the kind of moment TJ Watt lives for. He thrives in the chaos. He's built for the big stage. And now, he has a team, a city, and a fanbase behind him ready to chase glory. As for the Steelers, they'll regroup. They always do. They'll develop new talent, adjust their schemes, and find new leaders. Maybe this is the move that clears the way for the next chapter: a younger, faster, more versatile defense built for the future. Time will tell, but one thing's for sure: this trade has changed everything. So buckle up, folks. The 2025 NFL season just got a whole lot more interesting. Watt is in Dallas. The Cowboys are all in. The Steelers are resetting. And the rest of the league? Well, they better be paying attention. Because when history is made, you don't want to blink. And today, we all witnessed it together. If you're as hyped as I am about this blockbuster move, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Cowboys fans, Steelers fans, football fans from around the globe, let's talk about it. Was this a genius move or a risky gamble? Will Watt be the missing piece in Dallas? Or did the Steelers just pull off a long-term win? Sound off below, and as always, I'll be back with more updates, analysis, and football news you won't want to miss.